morning. Today the complete lecture we are discussing the problems on degrees of freedom. We have already discussed about what is degrees of freedom, what is the corresponding mathematical equation we use to find out the degrees of freedom. Those who are appearing for the GATE examination, it is very important. If you look at the whole GATE question papers, in degrees of freedom, generally they are asking one question in the degrees of freedom. Okay, so I will take around 6 to 7 cases to find the degrees of freedom in various problems, and I will also give some exercise to cover further solving at your own interest. Okay, let us first spend for 5 minutes for the theory background, what we have already studied regarding the degrees of freedom. So it is only a revision part. Problems will go first by knowing the degrees of freedom and its corresponding mathematical equation what we need. So a rigid body in free space can have 6 degrees of freedom. What are those 6 degrees of freedom? 3 translational and 3 rotational. So here you can see there is a body which is placed in the space. Okay, this body can move longitudinally, like transverse, and they are perpendicular to that in 3 directions. So this can move x direction, y direction, z direction. 3 translational motions it possesses, and at the same time it can spin like these 3 planes, that is zx plane, xy plane and yz plane. 3 rotational motions, so which are mutually perpendicular to axis xyz. So totally a body can possess 6 degrees of freedom in the space. That is what you can see. Okay, so if you constrain any 1 or 2 of its motions, then how many remaining degrees of freedom it can possess? That is the objective of us to calculate. So as the number 6 is the maximum degrees of freedom that can be possessed by a body in a free space, if you constrain any 1 or 2 or whatever it may be, that 6 minus number of constraints will give the degrees of freedom. So degrees of freedom is simply written as 6 minus number of restraints or constraints for a rigid body in the space. So how we can define the degrees of freedom by various ways is, like the first simple definition is, the degrees of freedom of the kinematic pair is given by number of independent coordinates required to specify the system completely. That is the first definition. So I am talking about here for a kinematic pair, how many number of independent parameters are required to completely specify that relative moment. Or we can also define the number of independent coordinates needed to define the mechanism. Here we said for a pair, and whereas here we said for a mechanism. Similar, we can also define in the other way, like number of parameters needed to determine unambiguously the geometry configuration of system in the space, or the number of inputs needed to obtain a predictable output for a mechanism. So all this terminology looks different from one statement to the other statement, but finally what it concludes is how you can define a mechanism by minimum how many number of coordinates are required to specify that specified configuration. That is ultimately you can see by all these definitions. So here there are 2 criteria are there, Grubler's criteria and Kuchbach's criteria. Both these criteria will result the same thing. Some people will call it as a Grubler's criteria, and some people call it as a Kuchbach's criteria, with just a simple modification of removing the higher pairs in the equation. So we know that if you want to form a mechanism with a L number of links, then one of the links should be definitely fixed. So that take a mechanism where the number of links are L. So if you take a number of links L, then definitely one link should be fixed. Then the remaining links will be L minus 1. L is the total number of links, and out of those L links, one link is fixed, then remaining links are L minus 1. Earlier I have shown the degrees of freedom 6 for a rigid body in the space that is a 3-dimensional. Whereas if it is a 2-dimensional, it can possess only 3 degrees of freedom, that is linear motions 2 and rotational motion 1, that means 3 only. So now the degrees of freedom for that given number of links with a mechanism L minus 1 is 3 into L minus 1. 3 into L minus 1. So in this mechanism, if you have the number of joints like J and H are given by lower pairs and higher pairs. We are already aware of it, what is a lower pair and what is a higher pair. A lower pair is a one which will have surface contact and area contact, and H is a higher pair which will have a point contact or a line contact. So the degrees of freedom can be written as in the mechanism 3 into L minus 1, that is the maximum number of degrees of freedom that can possess, then constrained by the joints with lower pairs and higher pairs, that is minus 2J minus H, where J is equal to number of lower pairs, H is equal to number of higher pairs. Okay, so this is 3L minus 1 minus 2J minus H. Suppose in your mechanism, if there is no higher pair, 0 higher pairs, then in the above equation I can write H value is equal to 0. Then this equation will simply convert as a degrees of freedom is equal to 3 into L minus 1 minus 2J, which is called Kuchbach's criteria. So Grubler's criteria will consider both higher pairs and lower pairs, and where Kuchbach's criteria will consider only lower pairs and saying there is no higher pair which is equal to 0. So this is what degrees of freedom related to the 2D mechanisms or planar mechanisms. So now I will explain various problems. Already the same lecture when we have covered elaboratively, at that moment I have shown 2-3 simple problems. Now I have added number of problems with more complexity. That is only the thing, otherwise the same thing we are repeating, but the number of problems are increased with the number of complexities are increased. So for all these cases, 6-7 cases I am showing, my objective is to find out the degrees of freedom of a mechanism. So my equation, a simple equation is 3 into L minus 1 minus 2J minus H. This is the equation. So where L is the number of links and J is the number of pairs binary, H is the number of pairs that is higher pairs. These are lower pairs and H is higher pairs. And these J lower pairs, okay, we will convert into a binary pairs. Already we have discussed one ternary pair is equal to 2 binary pairs and a quaternary pair is equal to 3 binary pairs. Like that we can see in the problem. Let us see this problem and find out how many degrees of freedom. So first thing is we have to find out how many links in the mechanism. Look at here, all fixed positions are taken as a single link. That means 1, 1, 1. All these are 1 only. Don't name it like 1, 2, 3. All fixed one is called as a 1. Okay, then this is a slider 2. Then wherever there is a hatching like this, that means that is a single link. That means you will not allow a relative motion between the link. So this is the third one. Then this is the fourth one. Then this is the fifth link. And this is sixth. This is 7. Then this is one more single link, 8. And this is finally 9. So totally how many number of links are here? Links are 9. Yes. Then come to the counting of how many joints with lower pairs of binary pairs and how many of higher pairs. Look at here in this problem, there is no higher pair. That is why h is equal to 0. Then coming to the now the lower pairs and converting into the binary pairs, how many of them? Let us see. First 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. Then 1, 9. Then 1, 5. Then 4, 5. 4, 5. Then 4, 3. 4, 3. Then 3, 6. Okay, then 6, 7. Then 7, 8. Then 8, 9. Okay, so all these are binary pairs. Then coming to here, this, that is 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 8. This is a ternary pair. So one ternary pair is equal to 2 binary pairs. That means I can take like 2, 3 and 2, 8. So 2, 3, 2, 8. So these are 2 numbers. So let us count how many all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So where we have repeated 1, let us check. So this is 1, 2, then 1, 9, then 1, 5, then 4, 5, then 4, 3, then 3, 6, then 6, 7, then 7, 8, then 8, 9, and one more is 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 you are getting. This is 3, yeah, this is 4, this is 6, this is 6, 3, I have written, and 4 is there, yeah. Here, actually in the diagram, that joint is not there. Where is the eraser? Yes. So this is, no joint is here, that is 4, 3 is not there. So now you can count 4 plus 4 plus 2, 10. So here there is no point is given. I have made the point. So total is 10. Total is 10. So the binary joints are 10. So you can write here 3L minus 1, that is 3 into 9 minus 1 minus 2 into 10 minus 0, that is this is 8 3s are 24 and 2 10s are 20, then degrees of freedom is 4. So by just by wrongly taking this point, so I ended with 11. So I have marked here, this is not actually a point as shown. So this is 5 and 4, 4 is the part of this. So there is no relative motion between 4 and 3. This is a single link only. Okay. So the degrees of freedom here is 10 in this case. Now let us see in another problem. This is another mechanism. First count how many number of links are there. Fix it all 1, 1, 1. This is 1. Then coming to this circle is a crank, that is the 2. Then this circle is another crank 3. Then this is 4. This is 5. And as I just now stated, if you have a hatching like this, that means a single link. This is 6 and this is 7. So the number of links are 7. Then there is no higher pair in this mechanism. H is equal to 0. Then come to the finding the binary pairs. How many of them are here? Let us come to here. 1, 7. Okay. Then 7, 6. Then 6, 5. Then 5, 3. Then 1, 3. Okay. Then 1, 2. Okay. Then 4, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And finally this is 4, 6. So this is 1, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 3, 1, 3, then 1, 2, then 4, 1, then finally 4, 6. So here you can see all are binary pairs. There is no ternary pair. Earlier we have one ternary pair. Here all are binary pairs. How many of them are 8? So 3 into 7 minus 1 minus 2 minus 8, 2 into 8 minus 0. So 18 minus 16 is equal to 2. So this is the next problem. So now let us see a simple problem which will have only 4 number of links, but here it possesses one higher pair. First let us see where are the 4 number of links. One fixed link, then one crank second link, then there is a cylinder like a third link, and where there is the another slider fourth link is there here. So fixed link, this 1, 1, 1. So you can see first where are the binary joints, where are the lower pairs and higher pairs. This is a higher pair. That means here there is a cylinder and a roller which gives a line contact. Higher pair is equal to 1. That is this 2, 3 is higher pair. 2, 3 is a higher pair. H. Then coming to the other binary links, binary pairs, that is 1, 2, okay, 1, 3, then 4, 3, and finally 1, 4. These are the 4 pairs. 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 3, then 1, 4, isn't it? So these 4 binary pairs, 2 into 4 and higher pair 1. So 3 into 4 minus 1 minus 2 into 4 minus 1, that is 9 minus 8 minus 1, which is equal to 0. Then come to the other problem where there are ternary links are available. So first let us see how many number of links are there. Fixed link 1, this is the second one, third, fourth, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 once again. All fixed links are taken as a 1. Then there are no higher pairs here. So is there any higher pair here? So there are no higher pairs. This is actually 0. This is wrongly typed. H is equal to 0. There are no higher pairs here. Then what about the binary joints with the lower pairs? Come to here. This is 1, 8. This is 1, 8. Then 3, 4. Then first I am counting the binaries. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. That's it. Then come to the ternary joints. This is 4, 8, 7. These are two numbers. 1, 1, 1. Then 1, 2, 7. 2. Okay. Then here 5, 6 and 8. 2. Isn't it? So 1, 8 over, then 3, 4 over, then 3, 5, 2. This, okay, and this. These are the things you can see. This is 8 and 5, 6. So this is 2. So there is one more thing. This 1, 2, 7. So 1, 2, 7 mark, and 5, 6, 8 mark, then 2, 5, 3. Yes. That means there are 4 ternary pairs are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have written what are those ternary pairs. One ternary pair is equal to 2 binary pairs. That's why these are 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and these are 2 binary pairs. Total it is 10. So 3 into 8 minus 1 minus 2 into 10 minus 0. This is 0. There is no higher pair in this case. So 21 minus 20 minus 0, which gives 1. That is the single degree freedom. This is another problem. Then let us see another case where there are binary joints and where there is no higher pairs. Let us see first how many number of links are there in mechanism. The total links are a fixed link 1, 1, all are 1. Then coming to giving a number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this is a single link, because as I stated, hatched means there is no relative motion. 7, then 8, 9, 10, 11. That is identified. Then come to the counting of first binary joints. 1, 2, then 1, 3, then 1, 7, then 1, 11. The bottom base is completely completed. Then move from here. 2, 4, 5. Then 3, 4, 6. Okay. Then you can see here 7 and 6, single one. 7, 6. Then this is 7, 9. Then here 9, 10. 9, 10. Then you can here concentrate where 8, 10, 11. Then here 3, 5, 8, 7. So you can count the total 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15. So wherever I have marked a circle, there I have number of pairs are 2, that is a ternary joint which is equal to 2 binary joints. This is 1 and this is the second, this is the third, this is the fourth. Then all remaining are binary. So 2 into 15, 3 into 10, 30, 2 into 15, 30, 30 minus 30, which gives 0. So what do you mean by 0 answer? A mechanism is said to be structure if the degrees of freedom is equal to 0. We have already discussed it. So that means this mechanism cannot move. That is what it is called 0 degrees of freedom, and it is called structure. In case if you get negative this, then that is called superstructure. A degrees of freedom with 0 is called structure. A degrees of freedom with negative is called superstructure. Now it is a very simple problem. It looks, unless you have an idea about higher pair, you cannot solve this. Like the previous, there are only 4 links. This is a roller, and 1, 2, 3, and fourth one is a roller. So here there is a one higher pair. Where is the higher pair? 4, 1 is higher pair. 4, 1 is the higher pair. Then remaining are all are binary joints. That is 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Okay, these are lower pairs with 3 numbers. That is, number of links are 4, 4 minus 1, 3, 3 into 3, 9. And binary lower pairs 3, 2 into 3, 6. And how many higher pairs? One higher pair, which is 1. That is 9 minus 6 minus 1, which is equal to 2. The degrees of freedom is 2. Then here I have given a typical problems with beautiful things with real life problems. You can see in the first case there are 4 links totally. 1, 2, 3, 4. Say fixed link is 4. Number of links are 4. Okay. Then how many binary joints? Let us see. This is 1, 4, then 2, 4, then 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3. That is 2 numbers. 1, 2, 3 plus 2. Total is 5. So 3 into 4 minus 1 minus 2 into 5, which is minus 1. That is 3 3s are 9. 9 minus 10 minus 1. Superstructure. Negative degrees of freedom is called superstructure. And here take another case where there are 2 camps are there. So total number of links are 3. And here let me call this is link 2, link 3, and this is 1. Then total number of links are 3. That is 3 into 3 minus 1. Then there is a higher pair, that is 2, 3 forms higher pair. Higher pair. 1, 2, 1, 3 lower pair. Lower pair. So 2 lower pairs, that is a binary joints 2 into 2 minus 1. So the degrees of freedom is 1. And finally, this is very typical problem. Let us see. There is a roller. You will misguide that this roller is available. Okay, here one joint, here one joint. But you can observe welded. This is a welded roller. Welded roller. That means there is no relative motion here. The number of links is here 1, 1. And this is the second one, this is the third. Don't give number to this. Don't give number to that roller because the roller is only connected, welded. So no relative motion there. Here there is a higher pair, that is 2, 3 higher pair. Then 1, 2, 1, 3. Okay, it forms lower pairs. Then I can write 3 into number of links 3, 3 minus 1, minus 2 into lower pairs 2 and one higher pair 1. So it gives me the degrees of freedom is 1. Okay, so with this background you can try another set of problems which I have given it for you the exercise. So these are the 3 problems based upon the knowledge of just what we have discussed in various problems like binary joints, ternary joints and everything. I have given final answer. You arrive to this answer. Don't just simply copy for this. And I have given 3 different cases, let us say, where the degrees of freedom is 1, that is the case 2. So this is called a mechanism. Because degrees of freedom is 1. And the first case, this is degrees of freedom is -1, superstructure. And finally, degrees of freedom is 0. This is called structure. So intentionally, I have given it 3 different cases. One gives a mechanism, one gives a superstructure, one gives a structure. So you can see here how to identify in all these cases there are no higher pairs. All these problems no higher pairs. So your formula is simply 3 into L minus 1 minus 2J is degrees of freedom. No higher pair. But binary joints, ternary, quaternary joints are there. You can see here in these mechanisms, let us take one point, yes, this point. Here 8th link, 7th link and 2nd link. There is a ternary joint. Okay, like you can see here, this is only binary joint. This is a ternary joint. And you can also observe here, this case, this is a binary joint. And here, like this, a binary joint. And this, what is this? Tell me. What is this joint? Binary or ternary? Ternary. Why? Because 6, 3, 5. So by looking like this, you can identify where are the binary joints and where are the ternary joints, and you put it in the form of 3 into L minus 1 minus 2J, then you will get the degrees of freedom. So if you want further solving the problems, you can verify a Ratan test book. There are plenty number of problems which describes. Okay, this is by using Kuchbach's criteria. There is one more method is explained in this Ratan test book, doing the same problems with the help of number of loops. So that is not adopted by any other authors or any other test books, but only that SS Ratan test book has been given that procedure, and that is applicable if your mechanism will have only lower pairs. It is not applicable for higher pairs. If you want, you can open the book and cross check all these problems using the loops method. There is another method, but it is not a standard method. He has come to a conclusion. This will give you a easy solution, but I don't suggest that, because as per the standard criteria, this is the procedure to get your degrees of freedom. Okay. The next lecture will conclude our first unit by solving the problems on quick return motion mechanisms. We have already discussed the theory part, and we would like to discuss the problems only in quick return motion mechanism, that is inversion of single slider crank chain. That is the last lecture we would like to do in the next class. Thank you.